The banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 2. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now it's Carr.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And he'll go down, but not before. Getting this inside the 30.
It's a game of 20. First down, Las Vegas.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Carr. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to Swain. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Off the option, here's Akers. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And
seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Carr completes it.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing his car on third down. Going for it all.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That got the lead last time, had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Wilson. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett, a 20-yard touchdown, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Again, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one is slain complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. You got to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Freddie slain in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their 1st half of football. So for the call of the 2nd half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The short end of the scoreboard here, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Carr again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 34 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, it's Jacobs. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Carr to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And this goes out wide for Drake. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 45 on second down, Carr. Complete to Dorsett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Raiders.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He dumps it off to Drake. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a ball. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Jacobs again, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Nick Bellore. Oh, a solid stiff arm. It's an open field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The fullback comes through with a big play there. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run again with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Wilson to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
Carson, the 1st down and more. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now Carr. Over the middle, Dorsett. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take ticks remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing his Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.